Number 12, Roger Staubach, quarterback, Dallas Cowboys. Typical rollout, typical pass, typical completion. Exactly what the Philadelphia Eagles will have to stop tonight. Plus this crunching, driving runner from Yale University, number 35, Calvin Hill. And that Dallas defense, hitting all over the field. 55, Leroy Jordan, epitomizing it in almost every play. But the Cowboys must stop this man, number 5, quarterback Roman Gabriel. And that man, number 17, Harold Carmichael. The Cowboys against the Eagles.
So set to get underway here at Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia. The Eagles, 1st and 10, we're just underway. The ball at the 17-yard line. Gabriel goes to the air on 1st and 10, and he's going deep. And it looked as if the Cowboys were drawn off sides as Harold Carmichael is wide open. Carmichael beat Renfro and T.D. Lewis at midfield. 1st and 10 for Philadelphia. They move from their own 31. And the 13-year veteran, Roman Gabriel. This is Tom Sullivan, and Silky decides to go the other way and runs into a lot of Cowboys, but he still gets yardage.
Let's look at him again. A 15th round draft choice out of the University of Miami. Couldn't turn that corner, saw it. Reverse back, much as O.J. Simpson did on a given run a week ago, and then cut back up the middle.
And the pitch out on 1st and 10 goes to Robert Newhouse. Newhouse hit at the line of scrimmage, but squirms loose and dropped the ball, but had it been blown dead.
Robert Newhouse got clotheslined and face masked by 2 different players in a split second, and no penalty was called. This was commonplace in 1974 and before. It was such a hard-nosed game back then, but he had put in a solid 12-year career, which is a very long time for a running back in the NFL.
Well, let's take another look at Newhouse getting hurt here, and then I'll resume with Berge. Wasn't that a face mask there, Alex?
Yeah, but that doesn't count, Howard, not if you're a defensive ball player.
Berge couldn't get the kind of range that you talked about a moment ago, Alex, last week, because he got a knee cracked up in the early going of the game against St. Louis. That really delimited his mobility for the occasion, but he's fine tonight.
And that's the situation at the 24-yard line of the Eagles. Comes Dennison again over the right side, and this time Dennison goes down after a gain of about 1. Berge again there along with Will Wynn.
Well, they're going to jam up the middle for Berge tonight. You can tell that. He's starting to roam real good. He reminds me so much of Butkus. He's the type of guy that can dominate a defense and really shore up that defense.
His acquisition cost the Eagles 2 first-round draft choices. The Eagles don't even have a first-round draft choice until, what is it, Gift? 78? Yes, 75, 76, 77, 79. 79.
What you're about to see is unreal. 6'4", 225-pound Roman Gabriel crashes into the Cowboys' middle linebacker, outside linebacker, and future Hall of Fame safety Cliff Harris. Sliding is for sissies.
2nd down and 9. The ball is at 37-yard line of the Dallas Cowboys. Clock ticking away here in the first quarter. No score. Newhouse with a big hole. 1st down and more. Newhouse inside the 40 of the Philadelphia Eagles. Taken out of bounds at the 39-yard line by Randy Logan.
Bruised ribs and all. He got back in there in a hurry, and it didn't impair his running ability a bit.
Here's a sack by one of the greatest defensive tackles of all time, Hall of Famer Bob Lilly, nicknamed Mr. Cowboy. He was an 11-time Pro Bowler and a 7-time All-Pro.
The toe of a man who overcame a physical handicap at birth, Tom Dempsey, holds the National Football League record, set a few years ago against our colleague and the Detroit Lions, 63 yards.
That's right. Alex didn't believe it.
Newhouse running away from his blockers and picking up yardage, getting Very close to the first down. Dallas now beginning to grind it out. 1st and 10 from the 46. 46 of the Eagles. A little over 6 minutes remaining in the first half. Staubach. Drew Pearson. And he has it at the 25-yard line. Drew Pearson. Dallas 1st and goal. They're on the 3-yard line of the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's Doug Dennison. And the young rookie gets his first score. Some of the little lovelies here in Philadelphia. They do too up here, Alex.
Well, that one girl looks exactly like my wife would like to look.
NFL cheerleading has certainly evolved over the years, hasn't it?
2 timeouts remaining for Dallas. And Staubach going deep. Deep to his tight end, Fugit. And he has the full load at the moment. The tip will come from the 48-yard line. Greg Morton will do the holding. Action. Oh, it's blocked. Blocked. Oh, and the clock shows no time remaining as Bradley just gets back onto the field of play.
When I was a kid watching Monday Night Football back then, I loved watching the halftime highlights because Howard Cosell made them so exciting. Here are a few of them.
Number 22 of the Miami Dolphins in slow motion, as you see him, is Mercury Morris. Missed the game a week ago when the Patriots upset the Super Bowl champion Miami Dolphins. But now in Rich Stadium, Buffalo, ready to go against the Buffalo Bills, who upset the Oakland Raiders last Monday night, 21-20. Moving on to third quarter action, it's Miami 14, Buffalo 3, but the Juice has a word for it and a run for it. Up the middle, 22 yards, fumble into the end zone, recovery by Ahmad Rashad, and Buffalo is back in the game. 3 minutes and 12 seconds gone in the fourth quarter. It's still 14-9. Watch Zonka, 39 block. Watch the accompanying block. And watch Mercury Morris, number 22, through the hole, cutting back, eluding tackling, moving straight ahead, 17 yards. Touchdown, Miami is back, beating Buffalo 24-16. All right, it's 7-3. The pitch out to Terry Metcalf. Watch this young man accelerate. Now watch him high step. Nobody's going to touch this speedster. St. Louis goes ahead 14-3. Now, Charlie Johnson. This is the third play in the third quarter. Mean Joe Green comes in and hits it. Denver leading at the time 21-14. Charlie Johnson is put out of the game. But it doesn't take Jefferson Street Joe very long. He hits the rookie wide receiver who created such a commotion in the preseason play, John Stallworth. Good for 48 yards.
Something else you don't see anymore either, and I don't like it. These types of banners added character. The fans took a lot of effort into making them, a lot of love. They wanted to show their stuff, support their home team, maybe degrade the opposition a little bit, talk about the announcers. But, today's NFL, it's just too sterile. They don't allow it. Haven't for a long time.
Score at halftime, 7-0. Dallas over Philadelphia. We're live at Veterans Stadium in South Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And you see more of the signs that populate the stands all the way around the entire arena. Look at those halftime statistics, folks, as a vivid evidence of Philadelphia's offensive futility. 27 yards gained passing, only 47 rushing, and that's reflected in the first down figures, only 2 first downs. So clearly, Dallas has been dominant, though not overwhelmingly so. They've had their own deficiencies tonight.
Third down and 17.
I've noticed Staubach doesn't want to run the ball this year, Howard.
Staubach, and he gets it out there to Pearson, who has the first down, and he threw that in brilliantly.
Listen for the pads popping on this one.
First and 10. They're on the 39-yard line of Philadelphia. Dominating in possession, if not the scoreboard. However, they lead 7-0. Newhouse nailed right at the line of scrimmage. Zabel and Patton is playing a fine football game.
Listen for a boom sound during Charlie Waters' interception return.
Gabriel going to Zimmerman. Picked off. Charlie Waters picks it off. As a firecracker goes off in our booth. I hope it was. Charlie Waters intercepts for Dallas. Returns it to the 30-yard line.
I don't know who threw that thing in this booth. If anybody did. But it is not an evidence of civilized procedure. You all right, Alex?
Well, let me get my head out of the wall right here, and I'll be okay. Wow. I just leaped 14 feet in the air.
I know you did. So did Frank. So did I.
Can you believe that? A fan, or fans presumably, tossed lit firecrackers into the announcing booth. Only in the wild 1970s would this happen.
Stacked backfield. This is Dennison, and Dennison pounds and fumbles. Oh, goodbye. Oh, look at this. A foot race with Staubach. He's going to go all the way on it. Can you believe that? Oh, Joe Lavender, 97 yards. Whoa. Joe Lavender.
Football. It never fails, Frank.
Unbelievable. Boy, if that doesn't spark things up.
That's Philadelphia's first touchdown of the year, and they got it on defense.
That's going to be a record. That's 97 yards.
How about that? Joe Lavender being congratulated. Dennison, the rookie from Kutztown State, Pennsylvania, gave it all he had, running out of control, trying to get in there for his second touchdown of the night, coughed it up, and Lavender picked it up, outran Staubach for 97 yards.
His glasses stood him in good stead. He saw the football all right.
Tom Dempsey will attempt to tie it up, and indeed he does. Take a look at that again, and you'll see Dennison, who really running with abandon for the goal line and is really nailed. We'll try and pick out exactly the man it was and give him the tough lick, and I guess you'd have to say it's Bill Berge. Now look at the scramble. And you better believe he has speed because Roger Staubach isn't slow. He had a good angle, and yet Lavender used every inch of the playing field, getting to the sidelines and just turn it on. And what a thrill for the second-year man from San Diego State.
As we look at it again, and in the third quarter, Philadelphia had the ball for 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Only 4 plays. Look at Sullivan moving ahead. Jerry Sizemore, the #1 draft choice of a year ago, got in a good block there, number 76. They had the ball 4 plays in the third quarter, and they tied the score.
First and 10 of the 25. Tom Dempsey, who kicked one from 44 yards last week.
There's no question that these teams hate each other. And watch Charlie Smith get a nice little pop. For number 85, watch him give a little pop. Left of your screen. Watch it now. Wacko! Let's get it one more time. I love this. This is football, folks. Wacko.
39 yards out, Tom Dempsey, or rather 34 yards out. Dempsey will attempt to untie this football game. And Dempsey knew before anyone that he had made it. Philadelphia moves out in front of Dallas 10-7. Tom Dempsey, who just hit from 34 yards out to put the Eagles ahead 10-7. As Howard pointed out, the Eagles' big offense has been perfecting of the fumble return because they were -3 yards in the third quarter. But they lead. Second down, call it less than a yard. Play fake by Staubach. Complete to Drew Pearson. Pearson has it at the 35, another Dallas first down. Covered there by John Outlaw and dropped by Outlaw.
Here comes a match between Outlaw and Pearson, and every time they seem to need a big down, they go to Pearson. Outlaw does a pretty good job. He backs up. He's supposed to do exactly that. He beat him a little bit to the inside on that. Pearson goes up a nice catch, and here comes Outlaw on it. It's a very pretty catch, Howard.
Outlaw can't cover him one-on-one. Tie it up now, Alex.
I agree with you.
Well, Landry will be glad to hear that. Second down and 7. The ball right at the 20. Gabriel has Poe James wide open.
Look at that.
Get up, Poe.
Somebody blew something.
Well, this is a critical one. Gabriel missed a handoff, and it's his best third down play of the night.
I have seen it all. A busted play. Roman, who runs 1 foot every 10 seconds, goes up the middle. First down.
Any quarterback in the last 40 years going to continue to take on multiple defenders head on? Roman Gabriel had guts.
It'll be from 45 yards. Well, now Bradley moves back, make it 46.
Close your eyes if you're for Dallas. That looks good.
It is good.
Jensen does it again. Tom Jensen does it again.
25 seconds remaining in the game. The Eagles have moved out in front of Dallas 13-10. Eagles in the prevent defense. They'll let nothing go deep if they can avoid it. It's complete to Pearson. Pearson out to midfield.
His 9th reception, Frank. What an evening he's having.
Look at him again. Now he'll find a gap in that prevent defense. Eagles playing total zone back there. He finds the hole. Foul back hits him beautifully. 14 seconds remaining. First and 10. Dallas now down to 1 timeout. They have the ball on their own 45. They need something very dramatic, and they have it. Drew Pearson out of bounds at the 31. John Outlaw covering. There are 7 seconds remaining on the clock at the 38. That means a 48-yard attempt. No good.
No good.
Off to the left. And 2 seconds remaining on the clock. Well, I guess we can safely say it's all over.
Who needs a ton of points scored in order to make an exciting game? I enjoyed this game a lot. And if you enjoyed this video, please click the subscribe and notification buttons and check out my other cool videos and playlists.